All right. I think we're gonna be good to go. Oh man, it's doing it again. So I had the webcam working. I swear it was working just fine last night, and it doesn't appear to want to stay working. The moment I start streaming, it glitches out. So I think I'm gonna disable that, which is really unfortunate. Hold on, my computer is unhappy with all the things. There we go. That sucks. I've been troubleshooting that webcam for at least a week now, and I've made no progress. Alright, so this is the first stream. I was planning on doing one yesterday, but we got broken into, so unfortunately my whole day was consumed with trying to fix doorknobs and just checking to make sure nothing got stolen. Which nothing did, as far as we can tell. I think that as far as I can tell, nothing got stolen, which is good. All right, so I was gone this weekend, and I was running a different event. I was running an event over the weekend, and I got a whole bunch of messages. I think I have I found all the ones that I could. The ones on Twitter and YouTube. Those are the two platforms I use. I know a couple people were posting in the Ludum Dare various places. Until the mention system works in LDJam, I can't find it when you mention me. I know I've seen a couple things, but I haven't been able to find them. I apologize if I've missed yours. It's just easier if you post in the YouTube comments, because YouTube does a better job of notifying me. 1 second. Sorry, that's an important sound. Alright, so the first one was Here Be Fish. It was asked that I would play this by Die Dick Egg and Eki, who are the developers. Mildly entertaining games. Neat. It's a really well done menu. I'll turn down the sound just a little bit. All right. Yeah, this is a really well done menu. Cool. I think maybe like put a red slash through it when it's not on. Oh my god. What? So I haven't yet figured out the controls. Oh, I have to click on... Okay. I thought I was supposed to control, like, some little people or something. Alright. So, I don't know what anything does, is the first problem. Maybe, like, a tooltip mouse over, or something? Like, am I just saving up coins to buy the big thing? I don't know what they want. I think they're asking for this. Oh, weird. Okay. I still don't understand what exactly I'm doing. Okay, so you want this. Oh god, the hand is a little... Whoa. That's really distressing. I assume they're making a baby? No, that's really distressing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think, okay, so the first bit of, like, feedback on this is going to definitely be, I don't know what's going on. And that's always, like, one of the more distressing things. Second bit of feedback is going to be, maybe speed up the coins, because it's a little slow. It looks like you're probably going for a clicker game kind of atmosphere. And those benefit from more rapid engagement, but right now the engagement cycle is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's click, 4 seconds, click, 4 seconds, and that's not a great engagement curve. What do you want another soup can? Okay, well, maybe if money needs to fall faster, and I can give you a soup can. I also don't know what the full game loop looks like. Because I don't know what I'm clicking on, it looks like one of my whales either died or ran off. The game loop is a little confusing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I understand it looks like I'm supposed to save up for this, but nothing appears to increase the rate at which coins drop. So, what is this? I don't know what this is. I noticed it earlier and I wasn't paying attention. I still don't know what this is. It looks like it's trying to tell me to pick it up, but it doesn't work. Alright, they're asking for soup cans, but the problem is the soup cans don't appear to give me anything. So yeah, I think definitely some user feedback to help people understand what is going on. Let me mute that. So that would be the first thing. The second thing, maybe the music is a little repetitive. And the third thing is maybe speed up the coin drop, because the current engagement curve is not great. It's literally 4 seconds of nothing, 0.75 seconds of click object, and 4 seconds of nothing. Just that's your cycle. And you seem to be going for a clicker game atmosphere. So you need to definitely increase that rate. So yeah, more info. Definitely more info. That was clever with the signs. I eventually figured that out. But they don't, then they asked for this, and all it did was kill one of my fish. Yeah, it just sits there, and they... Okay. Yeah, so those are my issues. I still don't understand what I'm doing or what the core game loop is, but it's pretty well constructed. The art is very solid, very cohesive, which is great for a jam game. There's a lot of artistic polish going on, which is really cool. And I was happy to play it. So that is Here Be Fish. I see we got a couple folks in the chat. If you've got a Ludum Dare game that you want me to play, go ahead and stick it in the chat channel. I am watching that, and I will give it a try. All right, Llama's World. This is another one that was asked that I would play. Is there anything better than Small World? Yes, half of it. Reach the Glorious Apple. I've seen a lot of voxel games this jam. I think that was pretty cool. Oh good, there's a pretty awesome sized team. I wish I had another coder. That would have been awesome. I consider myself a pretty good coder, but man, I was totally swamped this jam. I did my entire game by myself, and it was definitely a little overwhelming. All right, Llama's World. Very pleased with all the WebGL games so far. All right. slide the tiles on the grid and move the llama across the land to his precious, tasty, lustful meal. Lustful. Jesus. Oh, neat. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of polish in this. Alright. Alright. Ah, got it. Okay, I understand. Alright. So I need to... Ah, okay. That makes sense. So, laser beams are death. Cool. It's a little confusing, but I'm figuring it out slowly. Ah! Okay. This is really cool, actually. I'm really digging this. Almost every aspect of it. I don't really have any real awesome feedback. I'm enjoying it. Oh, crap. I still haven't mastered the... Like, for some reason the arrow directions are tripping me up. Like... Yeah, I think for me the arrow directions are definitely tripping me up. When I think of this and this, like this is obviously send to bottom, send to top. But what I think it's doing is sliding everything forward and taking the last one off. If that makes sense. That might, you know, be anything you can do, but it's definitely a little counterintuitive for me. Crap. Yeah, it's definitely confusing for me. I don't know if anyone else has had that same issue, but I am having a little bit of an issue. Like, I'm trying to drill into my head that that's how it works, and it's definitely a little confusing. Ah, crap, wrong. Yeah, wrong way. Ugh. I feel like a total idiot playing this game. I love puzzle games, and I could probably sit here and play this for 2 or 3 hours. Oh, oops. Actually wanted to go over here. Alright. I win. Very cool. I want to look at the 3rd level. I'm going to look at the levels, but not necessarily beat them. Yeah, so left and right is totally not an option in this one. Definitely a lot of thought going into this game. I'm so far really digging it. Oh, cool. I got that one. I wasn't even thinking I was going to get it. I'm trying to see if there's any other new mechanics that are introduced. And it looks like these are possibly a new mechanic. Ah, okay, cool. Looks like another. Yeah, this is really well done. You have a really good tutorial going on, like teach the players by introducing small things over time. That is definitely very well done, and it almost certainly is contributing to a lot of fun for players. I'm actually a little jealous because we had a lot of trouble. We in my game totally skipped it because we ran out of time. For 20 minutes to submission, so we just stopped everything. Yeah, this is really well done. In terms of puzzles, the puzzles are fantastic. Yeah, the engagement curve is really well constructed. I'm gonna pull it back. I think if I'm looking for criticism, which there isn't a lot of really good criticism I can give, because it's simply a very well constructed game. The arrows confuse me. I don't know if anyone else has struggled with the arrows, but I certainly have. Let's see, I'm getting an alert from YouTube that the stream health isn't very good. If other people are experiencing bad streaming, let me know. I'm checking that currently. Yeah. Stream. So the broadcasting software I'm using is outputting at 2.5 megabits per second. So I don't know if maybe YouTube's service is having issues. But if you're watching and it's really bad, let me know and I'll see if I can modify anything. I may bump the resolution down for a little bit until the stream health improves. But yeah, no, this is really well done. I like the subtle camera shift. There's a lot of polish and a lot of thought that went into this game. I'm very, very, very pleased with it. So the thing I think I changed this menu is it's, you know, like everything else is very highly polished. This menu is sort of it's just sort of lackluster. Like maybe also this background. But literally, everything else is awesome. And congrats to the team that made it. It's very impressive. I love puzzle games. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to move to the next one. This, I think, was... someone asked me to play their game that I was looking at before. Yeah. Cool. I had huge issues getting this one to work. I don't know what the difference between these two are. Yeah, so I downloaded this one, and it just wasn't functional. Dear God, please work. That's funny. You know, it did not run, and I think that was my big issue with it. So we're going to give it another shot. Yeah, I'm sorry about if the stream is low, if it's still having issues. I haven't heard anything from anyone, but YouTube is continuously like pinging me. All right, wait, did that finish? Yes. I have some folks asking me for help on Twitter, which is awesome. But it's like, I'm in the middle of a stream. I'd love to help you. Yeah, for anyone watching, if you ever need help with anything, you know, shoot me a poke, Twitter or whatever platform you see me on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can do anything about the stream health, because I see it's like really chugging. At least from my eye. I'm gonna try disabling something. Alright. Let me see if that makes a difference. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm spending 1 second trying to fix the stream health. It's very unhappy. I've got a big red light blinking on the YouTube dashboard, and it's not only distracting from my ADD, but it definitely needs to get fixed. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. I'm ready to give this a shot. So back onto its journey. Sorry about that. I'm gonna see if that stream health improves. Yeah, looks like I just got stream health back to good. All right. OpenGL. I don't know what's going on. Alright, is that like the debug console? Okay. Move with WAS to jump with space. Left mouse, throw candle, return to last checkpoint. Whoa. Is this a horror game? I think it is. Oh my god. It's definitely a little horror-esque. I always love teapots in games. It's like a little like Blender shout out. I do a little bit of 3D modeling. I'm just not very good. So I'm pushing left to throw stuff. It's not working. Jumping seems to now work, even though it wasn't earlier. Oh my god, I moved so fast. I'm still not exactly sure what I'm doing. And I'm seriously trying to understand, because I love horror games. Ah! I love horror games. I'm also really... Oh god. I'm really unfazable. At least I usually am. Now that I've said that, something's going to jump scare me and I'll actually react to it. I'm pretty unfazable, so I'm very boring to watch play horror games, because it's very rare that they actually scare me. Although the ones that do, I'm highly appreciative of. I watch a lot of horror movies, and it's pretty rare. Alright, well, so it's working, and you know, it's got 3D graphics, which is awesome. It's very confusing. I'm just not sure what I'm doing. Am I supposed to hop on the teapot? Like, I want to say I have to hop on the teapot, but my jump is so tiny. Oh god. What was that? And why did that happen? Alright. I'm a little teapot. Nope. I always love teapots. For those who aren't in the know, it's like one of the first things you do when you're learning UV mapping and 3D modeling. It's one of those like beginner lessons. I don't understand exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying really hard. I think that maybe the game is a little dark. I think the other thing is maybe the character controller is a little slippery. One of the things I would do is maybe turn the drag up just a tad, because he doesn't stop very quickly. That might just be because I can't see anything. I'm going to take a second to get on my horror game soapbox, because I've built some horror game prototypes, and the thing that I've learned just from not only watching other people play them. All right, is it going to come back or is it going to loop around? is dark is not scary. And dark with this, like, I don't know what's going on around me, oops, now I'm dead, isn't scary. But dark can be a component of scary. So I don't know if it's coming back. I don't know if it's gonna loop around. I'm a little lost. So I think if I were looking at this and giving criticism, the first would be A, I don't appear to be able to throw candles, and it said something about throwing candles. B, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the game loop is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with the character, with the world. I don't know what my goal really is. So maybe some further explanation of that. The atmosphere is currently maybe a little bit more frustrating than scary, which I think you were going for scary. Yeah, I can't think of what else. Those are my big complaints. I think it's definitely a good. It's like a decent entry. Oh my god. Oh god. It's not. It's okay. Well, that was perfect timing because this is another complaint. The platforms that slide under you, where you have to walk. Oh my god. The platforms that don't move you with them are very frustrating to players. They're very frustrating to me. They're very frustrating to a lot of people. There's a lot of ways you can solve it. But yeah, no, that immediately ticked my frustration level up. And that's not good for a game. Because it's like, as far as I could tell, I was on it, and then suddenly oh, there's a thing zooming past that I think might have hit me, but... What? Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, the frustration level on that is pretty high. I don't know what I'm doing. Things are hitting me and killing me out of the darkness, and I have no chance of seeing them. Yeah, that is not really good horror game design. So, yeah, those are my big complaints. The graphics are decent. You're definitely going for a more retro look, which is fine. The light is very low. I know why it's doing, why it's been done. It's to... Oh my god, it's not working now. Yeah, so those are my big things. I'm probably gonna stop. It's a little frustrating. You need to jump off the platform to reset the game. Got it. Definitely a little frustrating. Those are my big things. As a horror aficionado, someone who loves horror games, I've done a couple little prototypes. Definitely brighten the game a little bit. Oh my god, it won't let me quit. And maybe a quit button, because I think I'm gonna have to Control-Delete your game. Yeah, okay, cool. A little bit more criticism. I can't quit your game easily. And every time I Control-Delete, it breaks the stream up. And now I need to wait for the stream to catch up. That's really... I also don't know what, I don't know what your game is called. Is just OpenGL. Crap. Alright, yeah, no, that's very frustrating. There it is, TiVo. Cool. Yeah, that was highly frustrating. Quitting the game needs to be seamless, because if I feel like I'm trapped in it, I'm gonna get really mad. So that's something that definitely needs to get fixed. Atmosphere is great. I think you've got a great mood starting out. I would definitely add more light to the game. The moving platforms need to carry you with them. If the player is sliding on top of them and needs to continuously move, it's going to frustrate them. So those are my big things. Also, the thing that like zooms out and hits you when I was on the platform, I don't know if that was intended, but it happened. Things that come out of the darkness and just knock you into the void, and even a chance to really react to them, that's pretty frustrating. So core game loop definitely needs some work, but there's not much else. It's a compo game, which is, I actually didn't know that. I didn't notice that the first time. That's pretty cool for a compo game, and that bumps it up a little bit. But at the same time, the quitting thing was highly aggravating, and I'd recommend you fix that pretty fast. So that is its journey. I'll move to the next thing. Crap. I was gonna make sure I earmark that one to get a new score. Yeah, cool. So I don't mind re-reviewing games. I've got 2 on here I've been asked to re-review, and I will totally do that. They basically opened up my the video, watched it, fix some stuff, and are totally interested in seeing my new feedback. I will try and remember my old feedback, but I've now played about 500 of these games. Alright. Okay. Oh my god. So, okay, it's a physics puzzle. Oh god! Ah, I didn't even see that thing up there. So first I would add some outlines to this stuff, to make it a little bit more visible, from an art direction. Like, can I just knock the key? I think I can. That's awesome. I feel clever. I feel like I outsmarted the puzzle designer, which is always a good feeling for players to get. Might not be a good feeling for the puzzle designer, but I don't know if that's the intended way to solve it or not. Yeah, it's a little floaty. I think I'm stuck on the wall. There we go. Oh, yeah. Physics are a little squirrely. Like, I'm getting stuck in walls. It might not be the intended. Alright. I also can do some cheaty face things. With my physics, because I'm able to jump really lightly. Also, for some reason, I can't jump on top of the car. Weird. Okay. I'm still not exactly sure what I'm doing. Ah, okay. I need to get over the tags. I can do that. I think in terms of puzzle stuff, what? What do you want? I didn't touch the tag. There's some good stuff going on here. You've got some really good ideas in terms of the puzzle mechanics. I think the implementation is the current issue. because the physics is just a tad squirrely. The object interactions are a little strange. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. Like, it's currently I think it's caught on me. And whoa, yeah. I don't know if this is intended, but I'm currently caught on this wheel thing. I might not be able to get loose. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that is a little busted. I'm not sure that was intended, but it is doable. So with the physics engine, the jumps aren't really consistent. So I hit jump and he jumps, you know, let's say 1 unit high, but then I hit jump again when he hits the ground, and he jumps 2 units high, and then I hit jump, he jumps 1.5 units high. So the jumps aren't really consistent. Obviously, some physics bugs that need to be sorted out. That was a very strange physics bug. I've never seen a bug like that before in any game, so I'm not exactly sure what's causing it. As far as the puzzle's concerned, you've got some really good puzzle elements. I think I would have loved to see a couple more things introduced. Oh, excuse me. Like the car. I was waiting for the car to do something. I was actually a little disappointed that it didn't. But you know, that's just the negative possibility space talking. I think if I were looking at this, the things I'd look at is the implementation needs some tweaking. The physics bugs are definitely interesting, and impact your puzzle design greatly, because I think I was able to bypass whole swaths of move object puzzles. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a decent game. That's not to say I didn't have fun with it, but you know, it's just it was definitely a little it was a little missing in certain elements. All right, the next one is Diminishing Lands. So I played this. Let's see, pull it over here so I don't lose it again. I keep losing the games. So I played this last week. I believe that this is the updated version. They fixed some bugs. I'm just checking. So the first thing I'd say is you haven't indicated in the Ludum Dare page that you've updated the work, which can, you know, by some people be construed as cheating. I would highly recommend indicating to people that you know you've updated, and have a link to the pre-jam thing. On mine, we keep a patch notes of this is the stuff we fixed, and you know, in our case, the only thing we fix are soft and hard locks. I don't fix anything else. No new content is ever added. I don't know what's happened yet with this. I remember, I think the user, the guy who owns it, posted the fixes they did, which involved the controller. So not a major deal, but you know, definitely you want to indicate that you've patched your game. All right. I think it's having a little bit of trouble booting up. There we go. So I think I'm going to test this, but I believe, yes, they've disabled... isn't space jump? So, I'm having an issue. That's left, right. Sorry, I'm trying to find what if there's an alternate jump button. So, oh god. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. So, there is definitely a really nasty bug where the spacebar is also the pause key. I think when you rebound the controller stuff, something went wrong. Yeah, that's definitely not playable. Sorry I turned your music down all the way, that wasn't intended, but oh my god, yeah, it's really frustrating. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously a pretty easy fix. You've got a key that's bound twice. But it's definitely aggravating. Okay. I'm not really able to play, unfortunately, brother. It's just, you know, this is... Yeah, I'm not able to properly change directions. I'm just... Yeah, okay. So, that's the first thing. That's obviously an easy fix. You've definitely got some frame rate issues and a couple startup issues. I don't know what's happening with that. But it's definitely worth opening up the Unity profiler and just checking. Because that's, the frame rate dips are pretty big. Okay, yeah, so I'm not able to play. I'm sorry that you fixed your game and it broke. I would definitely check the binding for the pause key. And what's the escape key bound to? Yeah, the escape key isn't bound to anything. So, cool. That's Diminishing Lands. That's my replay. Cool, you got the controller bug fixed. But now you've got a different bug. And yeah, it's always worth just before you push an update, do a really extensive playtest. Because I'm not exactly sure. Yeah. I don't know what would introduce this bug other than a typo in the code. Okay, cool. So that's Diminishing Lands. Go away, Skype. No one loves you. I literally just want to uninstall you. Alright, and the last of the games that it was asked that I'd play is NT-Virus. Yeah, I think this is one of the ones where I could not play. I usually make a post. You can download from here. So, with all the games I've played so far, I definitely highly recommend a WebGL build. This looks like a Unity file. I am guessing from its file size, it's a Unity file. I have been wrong before, but I'm pretty sure it is. Look at that. It's like I know these things. Yeah, definitely gonna you want a WebGL build. Same thing with the Diminishing Lands. It just makes it more approachable. I want to get access to a couple different games. I want to get access to like a couple hundred different games as metadata for their plays and their downloads, because I want to do some data statistics on that. I saw people were really enjoying my word cloud idea. I hope that people will send me their data and I can do some data analysis on it. So yeah, WebGL build, definitely. NT virus. Good pixel art so far. Oh look, it's me, but with more hair. I actually know a guy who theorizes that antivirus software may end up being sort of like gamified to study the behavior of the viruses. I thought that was kind of interesting. He's a security researcher. He's kind of pie in the sky. But really neat guy. Makes a lot of money in the industry. So first, there's a lot of text. I know you let me skip it, but definitely a lot of text. Also, I think it would be really cool if you've got a really shoot by clicking. You've got a really neat concept. Whoa. Okay. So there's apparently invisible shooty shoots. I totally think that, and I know it's doable because I've done it, you should instead use the player's data. Like, see users Bob McBobson, and then move through their computer and, like, pretend to delete their files. I think that would be fantastic. Maybe add files, write some stuff, write a couple garbage files, and keep track of them in your game and delete them on every run. Okay. So the first thing I'd say is that the clicking is very inconsistent. I don't know if they have different HP values or something, but I click on some of them once and they don't die. Twice and they die. Once, twice, once, twice. So, but I want to find the ones where I hit them once and they die. Weird. Okay. Well, some of them I was hitting once. And they died. They're definitely speeding up, though, so that's good. Your GUI is sort of going off the screen a little bit. I would definitely look at the canvas and setting the pivot points, because and that'll stop it from going off the screen. You sort of got to support almost all window sizes in Unity because it's highly malleable. You got to build around the user. Oh my god, so much text. What? I didn't get a chance to do anything. Oh, there we go. Scan time. So far, I'm not really fazed by what's going on. Ah, there we go. It's finally forcing me to move a little bit. I don't know if they have HP, but it allows me to click so fast that if they did, it doesn't matter. Good variation and challenge. That's some good design right there. Oh, good. I think you've definitely got some good stuff going on here. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more polish on the shooting mechanic. there's an element of mastery. There we go. PPROGRAMDATA. Yeah. So I definitely want to see, like, you look at the user's computer and, you know, tell them, I've deleted your files, blah, blah, blah. Another thing, there's a little bit of finger fatigue. Like, my finger's starting to hurt. I feel like an old man saying that. I guess I'm getting a little bit old. Gonna be 30 in a couple of years. Oh my god. Which I know is gonna get me bombarded by people who are like, I've been doing stuff since I was 50, you know. Okay, brother. Every time I say that, people jump on me where it's like, oh my god. Yeah, like, I think the helmet was a good idea, but the finger fatigue is definitely getting to me a little bit. I think this is going to be my last level, just to spare my index finger. I'd love to see an alt fire, like a special that builds up over time. I think that would be a good suggestion. So what I recommend is have an alt fire that has a timer at the bottom, and you can only use it every so often, and allow people to right click to just clear the screen. I think that'd be pretty easy to do. But make it really rare. But what that also lets you do as a designer is throw bigger waves, and the player needs to be judicious in how they use their special. It starts adding another layer of strategy to the game. Also, I'm not sure the scan time is a worthwhile upgrade. I would definitely make it faster. Because I'm looking at it like it's not really decreasing stuff all that much. Although the new viruses are definitely making me move more. Oh god, okay. Cool, it finally hit me. So, the player hitbox is definitely too big. In games like this, you want to decrease the player hitbox to be, you know, better for the players. I'm gonna see if I can show you. So it looks like the player hitbox that you've got, it took me that long, is probably like here, 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 here. I would actually make it here, 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 and I'm gonna test that. Yeah. So I would actually do that to encourage movement. So you definitely move the player hitbox to the core of the player rather than the edges. I know that sounds weird, but it's pretty much a staple of games these days. It's just one of the little, you know, game dev black magic tricks. So that is antivirus, and I think that's it for the games that I was asked specifically to play. I've got another hour, so I spent a lot of time on games where people are like, "Hey, can you play this? I made this, and I'd like you to play it." I would spend a little bit more time on those. These are all very different. I used to have a different system before the coolness system got integrated, and alright. Download the game. Alright. So, first thing I'd say is definitely a WebGL build. Those are always really important. Oh, Okay, cool. I was confused because I saw Game Maker and I saw Unity, and I thought you had somehow combined engines, and I think that's not what happened. So yeah, definitely. First thing, I say it in all of my streams, but if you're using Unity, you should use it to the fullest extent, and that is to use its one big benefit, which is publish everywhere. So, you know, publish a Windows build, publish a Mac build, publish a Linux build, and a WebGL build. You know, usually the only thing that breaks are some shaders, and if you're not doing anything fancy with shaders, usually not even those. Alright, so I'm going to play the game. I like campaigns. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, okay, I understand. So he's going to go right and then up. So if I go up, yeah. Oh, wow, there's diagonals. That's cool. I don't know if I can do diagonals. So he's going to go right, I assume a lot, all the way to the end. Left, down. So, right, left, down. Yeah. Alright, so it's going to go all the way up, left, and then I don't know what that means. So I'm going to assume it's just chill there. So I have 2 moves to get. Alright, so I'm going to be here. He's going to go all the way up, left, chill. All the way to the left? Shouldn't he hit the bomb? I'm just gonna guess, because there's some behaviors, I don't know what he's gonna do when he hits the bomb. Cool. Okay, so what happens when I hit the bomb? Oh, okay, that's obnoxious. He's playing by different rules than I am. Up, over, wait. Alright. Up, over. So he's going to shoot all the way to the left, down. So, up, over, wait. Up, over, effectively wait. He's going to shoot all the way to the left. I think I can get him without the last 2, but I'm just guessing. Ah, cool. Forgot to add a weight there. Okay, you've got a pretty decent puzzle. The graphics definitely are not the best. You know, they maybe could do with a little bit more polish. But if it's, you know, if it's programmer art, I can totally relate. Concept is really good. I'm annoyed that they don't play by the same rules. He can shoot all the way to the right and bump into these, and they don't explode. But if I bump into them, I explode. I don't like that. But you know, that's definitely a point of frustration. Oh yeah, I should have waited again. I apologize if you can hear music coming from the outside. We have some very noisy neighbors who like to blast music from their cars. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for Super Smash Globes. Oh my god. Yeah. I do not like full screen. So yeah, those are my big recommendations. It's otherwise pretty decent, and it's a compo game, which is always impressive. World Tours made in 16 hours. Okay. So, I am now going to move into my standard, try and basically just assembly line through the games because I've got a lot to do. I'm trying to be, you know, leave as much good feedback as I can. It's a jar file. Okay, I will try and make this work. Someone is knocking on my door. I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Alright. Yeah, I don't... That's weird. I guess I have 1.8. I had the neighborhood kitty. He comes by to help with the yard. I guess he's the one blasting the music. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, I thought I have Java. I develop in Java, so that's weird. I'm gonna probably troubleshoot my Java woes here before the next jam because it comes up pretty often. Alright. Cool. Moat in the dark. Take a quick sip of Coke. I've always joked that I convert Coke into code. I pretty much live off the stuff. Alright. So yeah, it looks like a Unity game, yep. I wasn't really paying attention in the first go as I was downloading it. I try and guess because it's just fun for me. Yeah, you're going to want to look at a WebGL build. Whoa, that's a lot of text. Okay. That will burn half the energy. Primary mode. There's no dark node at orb expires. Left mouse, right. I'm just going to have to learn. Okay. I'm not sure why I can't click on that one. I'm just sort of rapid fire clicking at this point. Not exactly sure what I'm doing at this point. But it looks like this one finally lit up. Alright, cool. You've got a neat concept. Game over. Yeah, you've got a neat concept. I still don't understand what I'm doing. There was a lot of text at the beginning, and that's just too much to keep track of. So I think maybe an easier level to start with would do a lot. I don't understand what these are doing. It looks like that you click on this, it gives this one energy, and then they connect to more. But as far as the game loop is concerned, like, there's too much clicking. I can't focus. It may be intended, but I'm not necessarily having fun with it. I think it trends too far up into the frustration level. But really good graphics. You've got a good mood. There's some really decent music playing in the background. I turned it down a little bit low. I apologize, but yeah, that is just, you know, that is a huge wall of mechanics, and I think it would benefit you a lot to introduce them a little bit slower. So that was a Mode in the Dark. Yeah, I think I'm only doing a 2-hour stream today. I know in the past I've done 3, but I'm just, I think, not going to do another 3-hour stream. They take a lot out of me, and I totally wrecked my voice. Shakedown, a game noir. Neat. So I like noir. It's not my favorite genre, but it's up there. I really enjoy it. I'm a little worried that the graphics are going to make me a little sick. I'm having trouble seeing, like, what exactly is places I can walk. Or where I'm supposed to be going. Okay. I'm just at this point running around. There we go. I mean, you've got a really good mood starting up. The graphics are definitely making me a little queasy. I think there's too much movement. I will play this as long as I can. But it's definitely making my stomach hurt. Sucks, because I think I'm going out on a date tonight. Fiance was like, we're gonna go out to dinner. Yeah. Oof. I'm enjoying the style. Control. That's a little weird. What? Oh god, yeah. I might not be able to play this for too much longer. It's yeah, I'm definitely getting a little ill playing it. What is that? Cool. There's a lot of neat mood, a lot of neat atmosphere. Sorry, I gotta hurry this along because it's I can't look at the screen anymore. It's making me really ill. Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes and talk about it for a second. So my big complaint obviously is the camera filter or whatever you're using to create the shader is making me really sick. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if other people have experienced it, but it's making my stomach hurt, and I'm getting a little bit of a migraine from looking at it. You've got a really great mood, probably one of the better moods that I've seen, and I enjoyed what I was able to experience. I'm trying to think of anything else without looking at it. But yeah, that's my complaint is you obviously have a vision, and that's awesome. I'm really excited to see more of this game, but right now with the shader that you're using to create this effect, I can't actually spend a lot of time focusing on it. I might actually end the stream a little bit early if I don't start to feel a little bit better. Crap, it's still running in the background. I've had this problem with Game Maker games where you can't find them once you start them. I think I found it. There we go. Oh, cool. Wow, that... Okay, yeah, I would highly recommend you look for a different art style. It's doing that, like, auto-dithering thing, and with the movement, everything's moving. It definitely hurt my head. It made me really queasy. But you obviously have a really awesome vision, and I really like games with vision. Sorry, I'm not feeling very well. Yeah, no, I really enjoy games with vision, and I hope that if you can change this filter to something else, that you send me a copy, and I would love to play more. But yeah, it's been I haven't seen a game that made me physically ill in a long time. I did some messing around with early VR. With a friend's headset, and that made me really sick. But go away. As far as I know, they fixed it. They fixed those issues. This was, I haven't seen a 2D game that made me sick in a long time. I don't normally get sick. Okay, entropy. There's a server. Got it. I like multiplayer games, mostly because I suck at making multiplayer games. Yeah, I have no money, so I can't give you anything. Oh, requires Java 8. Cool, that's good to know. I unfortunately can't do Java 8. It's gonna go on my troubleshooting list for next, so... This is a game I played yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Not yesterday, last week. Yeah. Day 862. This looks like another horror game. I'm always a big unfinished, no vote necessary. Got it. Star Dazed Engine. Neat. Okay. I'll give a WebGL run a try. I mean, it kind of looks like a horror game, like the style you're going for. And I'm just curious about the engine, because I'm a programmer, so I really enjoy just seeing this stuff. I'm going to put it aside and just take a look later. It's been a long time since I built my own engine. I built one for a class at college. It wasn't very good, as most aren't. But I was able to run, some pretty simple games off of it. I think I recreated Rocky and Pocky in my little engine. Yeah, I'm not sure this is loading anymore. I think something's gone wrong. Yeah, so I at any point it might kick in, but it looks like something's going wrong with loading. This looks cool. I'd love to check it out. I'm gonna put it aside. And move on to the next one. Globetrot. First ever Ludum Dare. Very cool. Oh, why did I click 32-bit? That's just stupid. I think I'm still feeling queasy from the dithering camera shader. From I can't remember what that game was. Shakedown. Yeah, definitely do not want another game that uses that. Alright, so Unity game, same spiel. You want to use WebGL, or at least have a WebGL build. There's a lot of us who don't want to download 500 rando files from the internet. I'm willing to do it because I've got a really good quarantine going on. But alright. I don't know what this is, but it's very strange looking. Oh my god, why is it auto-firing? Oh god, the controls are really freaky. Okay. Is there play using controller? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't even see that. Yeah, you might want to put a disclaimer. Oh god. Everything is falling around my computer. Because I put the controller up, because games don't usually use the controller. Alright. So I'm using the controller now. And it looks like the twin... Oh god, what is that? Why is that a thing? Alright, so I have to use the, I'm gonna turn the sound off because it's... I have to use the triggers and the bumpers to make it aim in different directions. It's not acting like a twin-stick shooter. Turn the sound just a tad. It's definitely... Oh my god. Alright, so... it's obviously modeled after a twin-stick shooter, but it's not acting like one. Like, to do this, I'm pushing the left bottom, the bumper. This is the right bottom bumper. Together, and not at all. That's just not really playable. And every time the camera moves, it changes the orientation. I don't know why the bullets are curving like they are. I think... Is it at all... Wow, this is also making me sick. This is 2 in a row. What? That's so not fair. Okay. Yeah, your controls are busted. A twin-stick shooter, you're going to want to look at left stick, right stick. Left stick to move, right stick to aim, to pick the orientation. The camera should not be spinning around at all. Currently this isn't really fun or playable. because the controls are so wonky, the optimal strategy is just spin in Death Circle and hit as many things as you can. And that seems to work pretty well, actually. Like, the things in the middle are something I'll want to get rid of here shortly, but... yeah, it looks like this is the optimal strategy currently. There we go. Alright. Yeah, your controls are buggered, and that needs to get fixed. It's just not really playable in its current state. Let me see, this was, I think, your first entry? Yeah, first ever Ludum Dare, that's awesome. Compo, that's also awesome. Just the twin stick controls are very, need some work. I would definitely recommend you look at some other games that have done twin stick. I think this might be a game I've played before. No, it's not. Okay, so Small World Sim. I've still got a migraine from Shakedown. Looks like I've got people on Twitter asking me questions. Okay, cool. Alright, that's a lot of text. People are dying. Okay. Why are people dying? Okay. There's a lot going on. I think that you've obviously got an idea of how you want the simulation to run. There's a lot of stuff on the screen currently. I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing. Like, you've got a birth rate, you've got a death rate. The birth rate is lower than the death rate. That's not good. Population's going down. I don't know what raises the birth rate and lowers the death rate. Here we go. Birth rate 1. Pollution 1. Habitability. Yeah, there's just... so I think there's too much going on. There's too much stuff on the screen at once. One of the things that I like to say is show, don't tell. I'm having trouble because there's a lot of telling. There's just a lot of text. There's a lot of just stuff going on, and I haven't quite figured out exactly how to, like, make this work out. The birth rate on these is obviously 1, but you know, I don't know what's causing a death rate, if that's just a static thing. Yeah, I don't know how the numbers interact with each other, and that's causing the big confusion. So, what I think you could do, if you decided you wanted to move forward with the game, was maybe have it unfold a little bit. So with the buildings, gray out like most of these, and start it unfolding around the player, like, don't have any pollution to start, just have a birth rate, a death rate, I guess, and a population. I still don't know what habitability means. Funds, yeah. I have no idea what natural resources does. There's a lot going on, and not a lot of, like, easing the player into it, and that's, I think, what's causing my confusion. But it looks like you have an idea of what you want to do. It might just need some refinement. So, that's World Sim. I like sim games. They're a lot of fun for me, and I may go visit it later when I've got some time. Earth 3568. Construction of the ship as it is its color. The destination of the ship is its color. Red ship goes to red planet. Okay. There's a lot of text. Yeah, I can't believe I did that in the first go. Oh no. Neat. I've seen a lot of, like, these gravity games. They're things, I'm not very good at them. Bye-bye. Yeah, they're not things I'm very good at. I enjoy games like the Kerbal Space Program and the like, but I'm not very good at, like, figuring out the trajectories and stuff. You know, there's a reason I didn't go work for NASA. It's not one of my strengths. Cool. Okay. I have no real complaints. It's very hard. I wish I could see the gravity fields. And I'm not exactly sure what the end game is. Yeah, screw you, you blue thing. Yeah. Cool. Oh god, the frame rate. Frame rate definitely dipped there and then sped up really fast. Okay, yeah. It looks like I've lost. There's no win-lose. It's just you can stop. You stop being able to send out things. You might want to fix that. But you've got a decent core concept. It's a compo game, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, no, the neat with the gravity wells. Actually, some of the better done gravity wells of the jam, I think. I actually felt like that corresponded to something relatively, that relatively made sense. I've already done these. Let's see, how's my time doing? I've got about 30 minutes. Alright, I think I've done Evolve. Let me check. Oh, no, I have not done Evolve. Cool. I may have played a game called Evolve, but this is a different Evolve. I try to just show my scores publicly. because... Alright, did that download? Let me make sure that downloaded. It did, it just didn't pop up a window. Yep. Oh, cool. I apparently already did that. $5.9 and 9.1. That's a little weird. $5.9 for 24. 9.1 at 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like, your dates are off. Did you make some of this game before the jam? Okay. So yeah, I have a couple concerns about this. Like, I don't know what would cause that, if it's a bug, but this is your world. Alright, so I have to absorb energy balls. Got it. Yeah. Okay, there is sound. I forgot to return my sound on after earlier. Oh, cool. It supports controller. I'm going to use controller. Come here, you energy ball. What happens if I run into the wall? I'm dead. Cool. Thought I'd just check that. Okay. I'm willing to give it one more shot. The core game loop is a little quiet. Hey, good job with the. It sounds like you're pitch shifting stuff to make it. Whoa. To make it sound slightly differently every time, and that's really good. Oh, cool! The world got bigger. I think I also got a little bit faster. Oh god, there's a thing. That's cool. Good job unfolding game mechanics. Yes, hunter be hunted. Recommendation would be, you know, add a button for the controller instead of space, so that if people are using controller, they can just bypass the big, huge text blob. I haven't gotten hit yet. I don't know how the I don't know how big the hitbox is compared to anything else. Hopefully I'll find out here later. Yay! Yeah, screw you guys. It's a little zen, actually, just chilling. There's not a lot of challenge so far. I mean, now that I've said that, I'm expecting, like, the Uber monster to pop out. But, you know, so far we're just sort of chilling. I'm probably gonna finish up here shortly. I might test the hitbox, which it looks like you did a good job with. I think the player hitbox is significantly smaller than the actual player object, which is good. Oh, I haven't. There we go. I'm gonna try that now because I want to test that. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I gotta go through the whole first level. Okay. I would quicken the iteration times if there's an intent to have players work through the levels. And those are my big recommendations. The only other thing I think of is that the dates on the files make me, you know, a little cautious about the game. I don't know what's going on with that at all. Like, that's cool. It's an actual log file. But yeah, I you know, I'm a little nervous about the dates that you've got here, like 9/1. Is that, you know, I think you might have been working on it before the jam. I don't know if that's true, you know. Just letting you know. Other people definitely may not be happy about that. So that's Evolve. I'm gonna make sure I have a copy of that over there to review. Curator. Music not made. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I've got about 20 minutes. My Twitter's blowing up, so I think someone's asking for more help. Yes, I will get back to you shortly. Oops, I downloaded it twice. That's what I get for only partially paying attention. Press X to start. I am pressing X. Ah. It doesn't support controller. That's okay. I thought it was press X on the controller to start. Alright, so pixel graphics are really good. You've got a really good thing going on for that. Oh god, this reminds me of the fucking Flowey fight from Undertale. Just stylistically reminds me of that fight. Ow. Are those asteroids shooting things at me? It's very cool. So far, this is... Oh god, it is like the Flowey fight. I think it's even the same sound effect. Yeah, this is really well done. The pixel art is really, really good. You guys did a fantastic job. Oh god. Maybe some invul frames would have been nice. So I think the frame rate dips a little bit. Really cool. Oops. I forgot where I was going. Is the health? I'm just checking the health. Got it. Okay. I actually misunderstood that. What I'd recommend is, with that many projectiles going... Oh, good. Yes, it rewards people for mushing fast. That's good game design. You may want to consider having a base shield that's just around the ship. And replenishes. Wow, that was really easy. I just sort of stood there. So that you have a free hit with each life. And I think that might do a little bit to help smooth out the difficulty curve. Because you've definitely got a difficulty curve going on. You know, that many projectiles is difficult. If you basically, if you get caught by one, you're gonna die. Where are you, little... There you go. Oh, there's a new enemy. Oh god, yeah, that's not fair. Okay, yeah. So recommendation would be maybe wait till those bullets fade before you spawn the next enemy. Shorten your iteration times, because the go back to the very beginning is a little frustrating. I don't know what's going on in the background, but something's very unhappy. Yeah, I don't know if that's intended. Also, I think full screen will sometimes break the stream. Hopefully all that recorded and I don't look like a crazy person shouting at a white screen. Okay. Cool. So that's the curator. That was pretty good and the graphics were really awesome. Planet 04. I think this is a new one. I've seen a lot of games like this. Oh god, mega upload. It's a really big file. If at all possible, oh god, no, I don't want that. I need to pay more attention when I'm downloading. Just download through my browser. Yeah, definitely, like, Dropbox would be a better solution. Mega is a little crazy. Take a drink. Check the feed really quick. I got a ping that it was unhappy, probably because I'm downloading from Mega Upload. What was that? I'm really happy my my word cloud. Sorry, I'm trying to balance too many things at once. I'm really happy my idea for the word cloud thing caught on. I've been seeing it a lot. I don't know what engine this is. It's really big, though. It's possibly Unreal, but I'm not... Yep, Unreal. It's actually one of the smaller Unreal games I've seen. Most of them are like 700 or 800 megabytes. I would love to not play in full screen. Just, I'm trying to stream, and I turn off full screen because the full screen will often get screwed, or the stream will often get screwed up by the full screen, and it looks like that's what's going on. All right. Yeah, it's not recording this. I'm going to go really fast through this, just so I can say I've played it. Alright, what am I doing? Orange zone. Oh my god, the controls are really stiff. 1, 2... I can only turn while I'm moving. Alright. Yeah, the controls are a little cool. Alright, controls are really bad. that's pretty much what I'll leave at. It doesn't stream, so I'm not gonna play it for very much longer. I may go give that another try off stream, and that's how I'll review it later, but, you know, I'm doing this to stream and have fun with it. Dean's World. This looks familiar. Okay, no, this is new. There's a couple games where I've seen where, like, I'm coming across... It's like, this is very familiar. I've seen this before. I don't have money for you. I'm very sorry. I would love to give money to all the games I played, but unfortunately I don't make anything by doing this. I'm basically just playing a lot of games and trying to be a better designer as well as programmer. Alright, Dean's World. I think I could probably be playing these games for the rest of my life. There's a lot of LD entries. Whoa, I don't know what that was. My escape pod crashed on this planet. I will name it after me, Dean's World. I should search for food and shelter. Cool. Go away, text. No one loves you. Right. I love the Fog of War. That's really awesome. I don't know how to interact with things yet, though. The music reminds me of The Dig. I don't know if you ever played that game from the 90s, but it definitely has that vibe. Oh, it just lost that vibe. I haven't figured out how to interact with things yet. Alright, there's a river. I'm curious if this is, like, procedurally generated. It was cool to see the trees, like, pop in like that. That was neat. I'm curious if this is procedurally generated. I want to wager that it's not. But I would certainly love to be surprised. I love how you pop the trees in from the like, objects that are bigger than one square as you reveal them. That's really nifty. But as far as this is concerned, I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Like, there's not a lot of guidance, so I'm just sort of wandering until my warmth meter ticks down and I assume I die. Which is funny, because this is a very temperate-looking world. You died. Cool. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try it one more time. But I haven't yet figured out how to interact with anything. Yeah, I think it is not procedurally generated. Yeah, there's no explanation menu. Yeah, this road thing looks very familiar, so I think it is not procedurally generated. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I haven't figured out how to interact with anything. I'm gonna check the page. Controls. Oh, X. Okay, cool. X to interact. Yeah, that would be very helpful on the actual game. Oh, but that doesn't apparently work. Yay, I got an item. Do I have to be to the right of the item to get it? Yes. Weird. Okay. So apparently I can only interact from the left of objects. Alright. What can I make? Oh god, I've got to figure it out. Okay. Yeah, I see that I'm dying. I just don't... Alright. So, there's not a lot of guidance with what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's not enough guidance. It looks like you're going for like a Minecraft crafting system. That's awesome, but not when these tick down so fast. You're definitely going to need some more... mute the music. You're going to need some more player guidance. You know, I highly recommend go look at how Minecraft teaches players how to craft, and add that into your the start of your game. Otherwise, you know, decently implemented. I think it's jam game, cool, you know, pretty well done. All right, I've got 8 minutes. All right, this is that online game I can't play. Let's see if there's anything. There's a couple games that like I've seen crop up. I want to find a really good one to end on that I've seen before. Still looking for that neat, like, snow globe game. What is that? Okay, Nazi-verse. Weird. Definitely a lot of games for me to play. I'm hoping to do more of these. Just, you know, tonight, fiance and I are going on a date. I'd like to go do that. I think tomorrow I'll fit 2 streams in. I'm back to full-time development. Sunken Mystery. That's some really good box art. I'm a sucker for really good box art. Sorry, it's taking me a second to find. There's a couple games that I know of that I haven't played yet, and I'd love to end on those. Sunken Mystery. Oh, cool. It's a platformer. I'm looking for one of the more like weird avant-garde art games to end on, because those, it's just, you know, looking for something. This was a good game. I enjoyed through it. It had some buggy issues, and Neuroso, I think that he asked me to replay that. That is a very unfortunate shape. It might be intended. There's another game I played where I literally was jumping on a dude's dick and using it as a springboard. That was probably the strangest game I've played all Ludum Dare. And it's still in my head a week later, so, you know, the people did a good job with making it stick with you. That was just, you know, it's just a little crazy. Computer is starting to slow down from all the stuff that is loading. I think the LD page needs a little bit more optimization. Oh, there we are. Oh, cool. We are pretty far down nowadays, but I'm actually a little disappointed. I wish that you could get better quality. This is a really good game, Superbugs. I really enjoyed that. I wish you could get more quality. I've been making a lot of posts, and I know that they cap it. You know, it makes me kind of sad because it doesn't help people who are really, really active, like I am, to be really, really active. I would still do it, but, you know, it would be nice to be rewarded for it with a little bit more exposure. Yeah, I guess we're really, really high for the amount of feedback we've gotten, though, so that's good. One small step. I think I played that the other day. I'm almost ready to give up trying to find a specific, like... There's a couple games. There's one with a snow globe and a... Oops, I fucked up. Yeah, I screwed up. Alright. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go find that game, because I know the YouTuber that reviewed my game really enjoyed that game. And I would like to play it, because I keep seeing it, and I never do it. And at the rate I'm going, I will never get a chance to play it. So give me 1 second to find it. Game Snowed In. Yeah, there's been a number of YouTube videos on it. I've been looking forward to playing it, and I think I'm going to finish with it today. Turn up the subtitles. Cool. All right. So, I know I personally would like to see a WebGL build, but this looks really cool. It's definitely a lot of work. This is probably going to place really well. I'm actually very jealous. Alright. Kind of curious what's in the README. Oh, okay, cool. It's like a legit just notes on what we are. Alright. So this one I'm going to end on. I've been looking forward to this game for a while, and I'm going to treat myself.
See, Dads. This is a story about a young girl named Tabitha. We all have stories, don't we? But I'll wager none of your tales involve a mysterious cottage, a terrifying witch, or a foul-mouthed badger named Colin.
No, I don't think many do.
One fine morning, Tabitha was on her way to the village when she encountered an altogether ugly and thoroughly terrifying witch.
"What a lovely-looking young lady you are,"
said the witch.
"You'd look prettier still sitting atop my mantelpiece."
And with that, there was a spectacular burst of magic that no amount of effects artistry could hope to capture within 72 hours. And Tabitha found herself inexplicably trapped inside the witch's magic snow globe, which is totally something all witches have.
"What a frightful cow."
Most of the witches I know
Tabitha,
don't have a snow
I
globe.
simply must get out of here.
Alright, so WASD to tilt. Shake. Got it. Yes. Alright.
Tabitha peered into the stump. "It looks as if there's something inside," mused Tabitha. "If only it wasn't pitch black in there."
Alright. Ah, there's the stick.
Tabitha greedily polished off the last morsel of apple. "Yummy! I absolutely adore apples," cooed Tabitha. Tabitha picked up the branch. And just like that, the branch was aflame.
Some really good adventure game elements to
Tabitha
this.
peered into the inky blackness of the stump, and by the flickering light of the torch saw the unmistakable glint of metal in the shape of a key. Reaching in, she was startled by a sudden whirlwind of snarling fur and expletives.
"Oi! Why don't you fuck off and find your own shiny scraps?
Barked Colin, who was, it turns out, an especially grumpy badger.
What's mine is mine, and you can keep your filthy fucking hands to yourself.
And with that, Colin extended a middle claw on his tiny badger paw and fixed Tabitha with a penetrating gaze.
What a wretched badger!
Exclaimed Tabitha.
Oh, a fucking apple. I'll keep that for later.
Said Colin.
Another one. Fucking brilliant.
Said Colin.
I have to appreciate how intensely British this game is.
Another one. I need to make room for all these fucking apples.
Said Colin.
I'll toss this shiny piece of shit. Oh,
Whinged Tabitha.
how am I supposed to get that down?
Alright. Do I have to... It's not picking it up. There we go. Yeah, this is really good. I have no complaints. It's very...
Tabitha unlocked the door and
It's
stepped
very
out of the
funny.
cottage. Perhaps here she would find her means of escape.
Wowee! This really is much comfier than my place.
Cried Tabitha.
All the apples I can eat, a luxurious country cottage, and my very own potty-mouthed badger. Bugger it, I'm staying right here.
And with that, Tabitha sat her greedy little bottom in the comfiest chair she could find and ate apple after apple, until she was content and fat, and then the witch ate her. The end.
So that's really awesome. I have no complaints. I really don't have anything I can add. I think these guys did a fantastic job. Great voice acting, absolutely amazing. It's got some really great adventure elements, which I enjoy as a child of the 90s. That was really great. I'm gonna probably recommend this to a couple of my friends because that is just an absolutely fantastic product. Yeah, it's very British. I can say that. It's very British. It's got a great sense of humor. Probably the funniest game I've played all jam. So yeah, that's what I'm going to finish on, Snowed In. I highly recommend that you play it. It's very good. It was very good. What else do I say? Probably one of the best storytelling experience I've had in the jam. Probably the funniest game I've had in the jam. Really great art style. Just altogether a great game. Kudos, guys. I enjoyed that. So, that's how I'm going to end the stream. I think that's a good way to end the stream. Hit me up if you have a game that you've submitted to Ludum Dare. I'm going to add Snowed In to the list of the best of Ludum Dare 38 thing that I'm planning to make. I'm in preliminary talks with the rest of my team. Some of them are remote, so they won't be there, but we are going to try and do a group session on the best of games. We've got Christian. He's a really great designer. He's the guy who did all the fantastic design work. We've got Mel, my fiance, who's the UI artist and the graphic artist and the person who did all the sound and music that you listen to in Atlantis. Myself, I did all the programming. And Aubrey, who did all the art and sprite stuff that people really have enjoyed so far. I guess I did a little bit of 3D work. And that's the full list of people. We're trying to do a group stream where we're all going to be in the same room and play these games together. Oh my god, Steam, what do you want? I'm going to try and do that. We're still trying to organize, everyone's schedules are kind of nightmarish. And we're going to, rate games together out of the best of. And hopefully find some really good gems. So, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you probably tomorrow for the next stream. So, bye!